Radio hum through static. Window light pools like something almost remembered. Fingers trace the condensation. City breathes in amber waves. Cars become watercolors bleeding between buildings I will never enter. Your voice lives in the hallway where the carpet wears thin. I press record, but nothing captures the space between your goodbye and when you became the traffic light changing for strangers who don't know my name. Radio plays our song backwards, each note a door closing. The city doesn't know me, not anymore, not ever. I am the light that stays on in your window when nobody calls it home. Dried flowers on the sill now, forgot-me-nots turn paper thin. I water them with morning light that filters through old Venetian blinds. The street lamp flickers once for you, then settles into steady amber. I count the hours this way, one breath for every car that passes, carrying pieces of you towards somewhere I cannot follow. Radio plays our song backwards, each note a door closing. The city doesn't know me, not anymore, not ever. I am the light that stays on in your window when nobody calls it home. I press my palm against the glass, it's colder than I remembered. Breath becomes small galaxies in the space between us. Your shadow walks these streets sometimes, I see it in the corner of my eye. Always turning the corner, always one step ahead of why. Vintage radio clicks to silence, window light fades to silver gray. Fingertips linger on cold glass, leaving warmth behind. The city exhales around us, one final car passes below. Radio hum becomes room tone. Glass holds the shape of my hand, even after I let go.
Apartment stack above apartment stack. All these windows glowing, but none for me. Turn the silver knob through the hiss and crackle. Every frequency holds a ghost of your voice. Piano notes leaking from some neighbor's radio. Same key changes you used to hum in morning light. plays our song backwards, the melody still bends the same way. Your laughter caught between the AM and FM, broadcasting in a language I forgot to forget. The dial trembles under my thumb, finding your frequency in the spaces between stations. This radio breathes like you used to, wheezing through the tubes at 3 AM. Each static burst carries a word I almost know. The warmth bleeds through the fabric grill. Yellow light pooling on the glossy floorboards, my shadow merging with yours from 3 years ago. And I can hear you. My hand won't stop reaching for your voice. My hand won't stop reaching for your voice. My hand won't stop reaching for your voice. All these frequencies remember what I can't release. Voices stacking like floors in this building, each one saying your name in a different key. But when I turn the dial, all I find is the space between. The silence after the song ends is exactly long enough to convince me you're still there, tuning through the empty channels, holding someone else's voice close enough to feel like mine. Static becomes the only thing that knows my name tonight. Finger trace in the wood where paint peeled away, counting street lights like someone else's birthday candles. The city spreads below but never looks up, never learns the shape of the frame that holds me. This glass remembers every temperature of my hands, every morning that started with nothing planned. I pressed too long against the cold, now the cold presses back, and the silence after songs is where I learn to breathe, is where I learn the difference between stillness and what I need. I'm not meant to fit. wrapping around words I almost know. I played it back until the tape wore thin, till your tone became the weather instead of him. The window ledge holds the weight of my elbows, marks where I lean when the room gets too small. Each scratch in the paint tells me something true about the shape of what I refuse to do. And the silence after songs is where I learn to breathe, is where I learn the difference between stillness and what I need. I'm not meant to fit. Maybe that's the thing about growing. You don't leave pieces behind. You leave the frame that held them, the frame that tried to define what happens when the light grows larger than the window, when the view becomes the viewer, when the glass remembers being whole, but the whole thing walks out the door. Condensation, drawing maps where warmth used to be. The city never knew my name, but it knows the shape of leaving, and the light that stays behind. The window frame holds what I outgrew, what I became, what would not fit. The tape hisses like you used to when you call at 3 a.m. Your voice on magnetic ribbon pressed between my ribs somehow. This room knows your cadence better than the walls remember. My thumb finds the rewind without asking. Live your life to the absolute fullest, my sis. Your dreams aren't just wishes, they are your future. I believe in you, even when the road gets heavy, so keep moving forward. These words loop like film, burning through a projector. Past the laundromat where we bought cigarettes with fake IDs, past the bus stop where you kissed someone whose name I never knew. The tape keeps rolling truth while my memory distorts. Your voice says forward, but my feet stay rooted. Live your life to the absolute fullest, my sis. Your dreams aren't just wishes, they are your future. I believe in you.
projector. Press rewind until the plastic thins, until your syllables blur into static, until I can't tell if this is you speaking or me remembering how you used to speak. The tape keeps playing either way. Live your life to the absolute fullest, my sis. The envelope sits on my lap like a small animal that forgot how to breathe. I trace the return address with my thumb, not to remember your handwriting, but to feel how long it takes for a pulse to travel through paper. The ink is faded where you kissed it. Or maybe that's just my thumb wearing your voice away. The lamplight pools amber on the floor like honey left in a jar too long. And I press play on this quiet thing that plays itself inside my chest. There's a strength in staying that no one writes about. It lives in the space between what you took and what you left. I keep your letter in my coat, where the lining phrase like old promises. It weighs nothing but fills my pockets with the shape of everything I won't release. The storm outside what I carry without air. Last Tuesday I found myself walking past the cafe where we used to sit. The tables are smaller now somehow, or maybe I'm larger in the spaces where I no longer fit. I didn't go in, I stood in the doorway long enough to see my reflection in the window, holding nothing but my own stare back. There's a fire in my pocket that no wind has learned to name. It flickers on the paper edges when I forget to be afraid. I keep your letter in my coat, where the lining phrase like old promises. It weighs nothing but fills my pockets with the shape of everything I won't release. The storm outside cannot reach us here, cannot reach what I carry without air. I rewound our conversation tonight. Press rewind until your voice became something I almost remembered correctly, something that sounded like forgiveness, or maybe just the radio static that lived between the stations in my old Camry, where you used to change the dials with your left hand.
bladder grows heavy with my breath, or maybe I grow lighter with its weight. The ember pool has spread across the floor, and I am learning how to sit inside the quiet without needing to fill it. My fingers still hum where they touch the page, and the ink remembers what my hands forgot to say. Still warm from where your mouth was pressed against it. I traced the circle where your lips would go. This ceramic holds the shape of you better than memory does. The amber light keeps lying about what it shows. Smile, my beautiful sunshine. The darkness was just a shadow. Long fingers across the wall. Today you rise and light up rooms, but not the one that matters most. Your thumbprint worn into the handle now. I know the weight of absence by heart. This glossy floor reflects everything but you. The lamp keeps its vigil, keeps its part. Beautiful sunshine. The darkness was just a shadow. Long fingers across the wall. Today you rise and light up rooms, but not the one that matters most. Press my lips where yours were painted. Taste the ghost of what you drank. The room holds its breath between songs, and I don't know how to fill the space. Still warm, still warm, still